So here we're continuing on, and this is the front of the cover of this Tiv HaChaim, OTZROT Chaim. So really learn the OTZROT Chaim with a pirush, a running commentary by the Tiv HaChaim. And we're going to pick up right here where we left off yesterday. So it's the Rav writes, V'shol HaMelech, Haim Bebechinas Zu, this said about a shul v'hine hu nechba, he's hidden al hakelim, towards the kelim. What does that mean? Pirush. Ki kasher nishbru hakelim, but when these 7 malachim broke, shall ve'elach malachim komo shenizvar be'ez Hashem, as we're going to get into it more. He says Hashem, call, let me see if I can get a little bit more room here. Call the oretz nistalku mehem. All the lights left. V'nishach ma'anin chetzivirim, and they were broken vessels. Below nishach bechem rak bechinas harapach netzutzim kamasha kosev, and all that is in them are 288 different sparks. The Baal Hanan ben Akvar, which is the name of Malchus, and the Malchus, that's come from the Malchus Sharm. Let's move on a little bit. So in the Kli of Yesod, there was still another light besides the Bechinas of the aspect of the 288 Netzutzim. Kadei Lahakios as Kli Malchus, in order to be able to revive or to bring life into Malchus, Bishun to list law Legrama Klum. Now we saw this in Sharakudim, whereas that Yesod actually has for Yesod and also has for Malchus. So this or that remains, Sham, who bechinas Shaul Yesod. It's this same concept as Shaul. Now Shaul is from the Shevet Binyamin, and Binyamin represents, as I understand it, King Shaul, I should say, King Shaul, came from the Shevet Binyamin, and Binyamin, as I understand it, represents the Yesod of the Nukva. So let me see how this works, or maybe the Kli that is made in the Yesod of the Nukva. There was nothing else was left in any other Kli, except the Yesod has a special light in it. But since we're talking now about the time of the Shmira, Nikra Lashon Mischabet. Mischaba means hidden. Ki min aroi hayishiyastala gamhu, that there should not have been an extra light that was going to be destined for Malchus. Benisho sham behichavet, it remains there hidden. V'hoisach v'chasivach l'tzarach Malchus k'nizgar. So the reason is because it's to serve Malchus. V'lechem zachar sh'ol l'malucha, and that's the reason why, since his whole dedication was to serve Malchus, so therefore he inherited the kingdom. So that's really what he's trying to do, is to build up Malchus. He says the Hoyer al Malchus, to shine in the Malchus. Now let's come over here. We're going to pick up the light print, and it's going to be Arnold Shemoshe. So let's go on to Shemoshe, who Yesod the Abba Mislavish until Zas the Zer Anpin. Let's just go over that. You have Zer Anpin in his Das. Inside of that Das is Abba, is the Yesod of Abba. So the Yesod of Abba inside of the Das. So this Melech, which is Shaul Merachovas Anahar, from the broad place of the river. Is really the Shaul that we're talking about, is really this concept of being hidden between the different vessels. That's the Shvira. They're broken Kalim. Kadugmas neshama yotzim in the guf, and it's similar to the neshama that leaves the body. Sha'az haguf mace, because what happens is when the neshama is gone, the body's dead. V'lo nishach b'kelim ki im b'chinas mu'etes shal or on nikras rapach netzutzim. So he said below nishach b'kelim, and only remains in the kelim ki im only Ki'im bechinas mu'at is a very, very small amount of light, which is called by the 288 sparks. There were 288 sparks. Shehem rishimo mina ors. This is a leftover, an imprint. Mina or shehoyu kodem l'chein besocha kelim, which is really just a remnant. That's a better word. Remnant of the light that was originally in these kelim. Vayidech v'rapak netzutzim, because you the 288 netzutzim elu. Nishar ma'at kiyus besocha kelim. There's still some life force even in the broken kelim below v'choyse bechem misa gemura. So if there were not remaining any sparks at all, there wouldn't be any tikkun phlegm at all. So this is, excuse me, I read that wrong. Which is like a vapor, it's just a vapor, something almost invisible that's inside of the bones. Shuhu garmi is the bones. Shuhu hahevel ashora ba'atzmos adam. This is a vapor or an air or something like that that dwells in the bones of a person la'achar mitzvah when he dies. Shachagam shenistalka lemenach on the neshama, because even though we know that the neshama is gone, but in his bones there's still a life force. And from this kiyus, so this will bring the mason back at the time of the tekiah. Because in addition to this, now this is what part he wants to say, Nishar bechinas or nosif b'klicha Yesod shenafel lebria. So even though the kliya Yesod fell into bria, but besides the 288 nitzutzim that are within it, he says that the Yesod is actually, and it falls into bria. He says that's the bechina, an extra bechina. It's not for Yesod. Its purpose is to bring life into Malchus Shelo Dai Law Baracha Netzutzim, because it's not enough that she just has. It's not just enough the 288. She has to have this special light. Shaharehi Atzma Lis La Megrama Klum, because she has nothing of her own. She's completely empty. So he says Lis La Megrama Shum or Prati. She has no light specifically for herself. So therefore all of her lights comes out of Yesod. So that has to be like that. Then in the Kliya Yesod Yeshar or Nosef, there's an additional light in there al Yadav. So this is this hidden light. We said the shul is Nechpa ben Kelim. He said Yechiach of Yesuk Kliya Malchus. The Pirish Nechba Lekeda Bevar L'Cholon. So this light that was still remaining there, this is the Shaul. Shaul once again is the concept of really a yichud. As I said before, I thought that referred to the Yesod of the Nukva, but here we're talking about the Yesod of the just general Yesod. Sham b'kli Yesod, Mashalo Nishar came b'kli Acher, that none other Kalim have this. But the fish Hoya be'esa Shivira Misa Nikrach Belosha Mischave. Ki min aroe Hoya Shiyastala Gam Hula should leave also. So we read this before. Nishar Sham Behechave, it's now hidden. V'hoysach b'siva l'tzorach ha'malchul k'nizkar. V'zachem zachar Shaul l'maluchah, so therefore Shaul merited the kingdom. The kingship, that what he wanted to do, all they wanted to do was build up Malchus. So he said, hey David, God should bless you and understand this. So this is the explanation of this pasuk where it says that it's hidden between the Kalim, because the light that remains in the Kliya Yesod, Huba B'chindah Shaul HaMelech is the aspect of the king, who is Shaul HaMelech. Shaul HaMelech Yisrael, who was a melech for the Jews. And he's not part of this group that ruled in Edom, which is the broken spheros. But that's not what happened. Ki b'klira Yesod nishar sham or l'tzorach hamalchus, because in Yesod there's still some original light there for the purpose of feeding malchus. The ficha be'or hazecha b'nikra shuhu nechba, so therefore it's called hidden in there. Elakalim. V'chavakevin sheshul hu ha'or shenisha b'kli. So then we said, now Shaul, the king, Shaul is the light that remains in the kli. The kli Yesod la'or l'malchus. The ficha b'zacha Shaul l'malucha. So therefore Shaul earned the malucha. Because according to what we understand is that the king, the real king, is David HaMelech. But since all that Shaul wanted to do, was to shine into Malchus, in order to build up her kli. So therefore Shaul merited the Malchus like at the beginning. So therefore the seventh Sphira, Shenish Baruch Spheres Malchus and Sphira Malchus, Vihi Marumazes B'Torah, says over here B'Torah B'Melech Hashvi, with the seventh king, Shenish Bar Shuhu HaMelech HaNikra Balchanan ben Akbor. That's the shear here today, and we'll go on with God's help. Let me see if I can get this work.